Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane, and welcome back to another episode of Virtue's Last Reward, or VLR, or Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. So we last left off with, we basically got stuck with the to-be-continued situation all the way down here, which is kind of confusing to me a little bit. But we did kind of see the ending, of course, for this side, but we're getting stuck in another lock, apparently, so... This probably might be a character end. I'm not sure. I know that this game has some character endings where they're specifically focused on one of the characters. So this is probably Alice's ending, I guess, and this is Deal's ending, because this one is playthrough number 2, which was when Deal betrayed us, basically. He betrayed us by doing weird stuff with us. But we're gonna go through this particular path because we went all the way up, and I said I was gonna go all the way to the other side to see what's gonna happen. This is where we betray Alice in the last episode, but Alice kind of got frustrated and angry by the fact that she was close to dying, apparently, because she's now 1 BP, because she basically allied with us. And in the case of when we heard Fi talked about it, she said that Alice could betray us and we would be dumb to not do that, and it was kind of dumb just to expect it to be the opposite of what they're saying, so it's just stupid. I think it's a stupid thing when we first played through this, and this was the idea of what they were trying to do, is just confuse us and make us really weird. But anyways, point is, everyone has the results. We're now partnered with Luna, I believe. Yes, Luna and I are a pair now for this particular part of the game, and we are going to explore exits potentially from where we can. We only have 40 minutes in this game, or not like me recording, but like 40 minutes left in this particular part of the game. Is like previously they always had an hour or so, an hour plus, but for some reason this one is just less. But anyways, yeah, they're trying to find an exit, so yeah, the typical stuff.
もしかしたらゼロの見落としてる場所があるかもしれないし。
賛成です。こんなところでじっとしていても仕方がありません。やれるだけのことはやって、それでもどうにもならなければ例の扉へ。
では別れて探索することにしよう。集合時間は CD の第一扉が開く5分前。場所は同じく CD の第一扉前ということでいいな。
There were none. After some nods and mumblings, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. So, damn. Wait, is this him talking about what happened in the past? Because if it is, then I'm skipping forward again, because I know exactly what Sigma starts talking about. He starts talking about why is he here, and why he doesn't deserve to be here, and he starts questioning what happens in the past, I guess. I would remember. How the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? And he'd start talking about some weird-ass things, I believe. Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that have landed me in Zero's game. Yeah, so he just starts talking about pissing people off or doing weird stuff, I think. I hadn't pissed off anyone. At least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get fat ransom payout for me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete. They spelled athlete wrong. There's no E between H and L, and athlete, they, for some reason, misspelled it. And I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on his earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know it yet. Had I started a fight with a frightening, mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted in one night stand with a mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yes. Wait, why is this a thing? But it was just the one time. And she was the one who went after me. I wonder how that's gonna play out if there ever is a story. I was just ignored, yeah. So this is basically the same thing we saw. I'm gonna probably cut forward because we already seen this in the first playthrough, which is... What episode was that? I think it was like episode 10-ish, around there, I think. It was really, really far in the early parts of the game, so I'm probably not gonna replay this part. I really dislike replaying scenes the same way because they don't have any alternating things to them. They just play the same thing because it's the thing that occupies that that particular spot to make it more like, because I know that people who probably went the other path might go differently and then they realize like, oh okay, I've seen this, I haven't seen this before, but then if you do it again twice over, it gets annoying a little bit. So anyways, yeah, he's gonna go back to rerunning the past again. Okay, I think this is a good spot. Yeah, because it was a really lengthy read-through. I read through it a lot, and I didn't like it as much. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Case had said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off. Okay, so now we're back to the choices. We got only 40 minutes, so I don't think we're going to be able to climb through every hoop of where we want to go, so I guess we'll go to crew quarters, because this was the point where we went to the crew quarters first, so... Oh, no, when we go to that space first, we're not going to go there first, we're going to go there kind of last, or secondary. So let's go to the infirmary, I guess, since that seems to always be a pinpoint of problems. Yeah, because it's either the crew quarters that becomes a big problem, or the infirmary. Lounge has always been like nothing to anybody. Like, there's no deaths or anything happening in lounge often, so... Nobody. Oh. So, this is the infirmary, huh?
何しに来たのよ。
Still mad, huh?
当たり前じゃない。
まあまあ、そうカリカリすんなって。
Yeah, I remember this room had Dio and Alice. No one else, I think. And then we try to go over people's backstory and everything, I guess. And then Alice brought up about her father, I believe, in the other branch. I'm wondering how this is going to play out, though. Because I know Alice was making fun of us and trying to, like, again, like, shove our face into the ground even further. Like, it adds insult to injury kind of thing. Like, to the whole situation, because she was like, oh, I'm smarter than you kind of situation. And then in this case, it's like, she's close to death and she's finally getting the taste of her own medicine for betraying people.
リオはいいわよね。BP が5もあるんだから。
うん。
私とそこにいる天明寺さんは1しかないのよ。わかってる？
だからといって周りに当たり散らしても仕方がなかろう。
I forgot Tenyoji was in here too. He was just kind of like the smallest anomaly in this group.
そんなことをしても BP は戻ってこんのじゃからな。
True. Like, if you become a jerk to him, he could potentially just betray you in the next round and kill you off.
なんなのよそれ。あなたまで私のことを批判するっていうの？あなただけは私の気持ち分かってくれると思ったのに。
Look, Tenmyoji is so far said he was kind of at a point where he doesn't want to, like, be rude to people. I feel like this is where Tenmyoji's ending would be at too, because of the fact that he's been a lot nicer compared to the other branch, where he was a lot more old man-ish, I guess.
分かっておるとも。
What does that even mean? Old man-ish? Meaning, like, he's just very cranky and all that jazz, I think. And angry and bitter. But in this case, he's, like, not as bitter. Just like he acts like the smart, wise old man versus the other side of him.
分かってないじゃない。ちっとも。あなたは追い先短いからそんな悠長なこと言ってられるのよ。私は違うの。もっと長生きしたいの。
That's true.
やり残したことだってたくさんあるんだから。
It is true, though. Alice is a lot younger than Tenmyoji, so she's still got, like, what, 80 years ahead of her? Like, approximately 80 years? Unless she's 30, then maybe 70 years. Then, yeah, like, almost living into hundreds, maybe?
やり残したことって？
例えば、そうね。もっとたくさん綺麗な服を着たいし、もっとたくさん美味しいものも食べたいし、もっとたくさん素敵な恋もしたいし。
くだらんな。
なんですって？
Sorry, when I heard that, I was just like... So I played Trails in the Sky 1 and 2. This year I played Trails in the Sky the second, and then the Trails in the Sky one I finished last year, I believe. And one of the characters loves using "nandeste" like constantly, so her character gimmick was always saying that. So every time I hear it, I'm like, I don't remember if she was saying it like as an "excuse me," but more like, "What do you mean?" kind of thing, or something like that. It's like an "oh my god." I don't know. It was kind of, yeah. It's just a funny way of hearing it every time, and the catchphrase becomes that character's catchphrase for me. So it's just like, sorry, this is playing Japanese and it's just funny that those catchphrases are a thing.
お前さんの味方をしてやろうと思ったんじゃが、今の発言を聞いてげんなりじゃよ。
誤解しないでよ。今のはただ勢いに任せて言っただけで、本当はもっと大事なことがあるんだから。
Which is, she's not gonna tell us because she's angry at us.
殺された父の仇を取ること。
Wait, what? In the other one, she just said nothing, and then she just gave us a hint. Here, she's just giving us straight.
それが私のやり残したことよ。
I already know the story somewhat because we heard it before we went to this branch. What happened to him? Could you elaborate on that?
差し障りありまくりなんですけど、初対面のあなたたちにベラベラと話すようなことじゃないわ。
Well, there's nothing here, then I'll leave in. Fine, Wakata. Just tell me one thing. Does your father's murder have anything to do with us being trapped here?
さあ、あなたたちのことはよくわからないわ。でも私がさらわれてきたこととは、もしかしたら関係があるのかも。
Meaning?
追ってたのよ、私。父を殺した犯人たちを。
Oh, yeah. That's definitely true. She was saying that in the earlier parts of 2 episodes ago? Or last episode, I can't remember.
追ってた。
捕まえようとしてたってこと。だからその報復として拉致されてきたって可能性は考えられないこともないわ。
Are you a detective?
そうね。当たらずとも遠からずってところかしら。国家の敵を排除するのが仕事という意味では同じと言えないこともないわ。
I think she didn't say not a bad yes though. She just says that her work is almost as equal to being a detective. Is what she said, I think, because I heard onaji, I think, and that was like equal or same, and then she says shigoto, which is work. So then she paired that up in one sentence. So I'm in an assumption, catching the two words, saying that she's saying like, oh, you're kind of close, but it's almost the same.
なんなのよ、その目は。
Well, I mean, you don't have the detective look.
だから刑事じゃないって言ってるでしょ。
Then what are you? CIA?
違うわ。
I mean, that's what I was thinking. CIA, FBI, from the earlier parts. I'm thinking this is mostly the same dialogue so far, from what we've been through before. Fine. Well, whatever you are, you don't look like one.
見えなくていいのよ。むしろ一発で見抜かれたら何かと不都合になる。そういう仕事なんだから。
なあ、四つ葉とはどういう関係なんだ。
なんで突然四つ葉の話が出てくるのよ。
だってお前ら知り合いなんだろ。
Yeah.
もしかしてその怪しい仕事つながりなんじゃ。
違うわよ。彼女は仕事とは関係ない。
She's lying, but okay.
ある場所で偶然出会ったただの友達。
Still lying. We're somewhere.
砂漠のど真ん中。そう。
A desert. Sorry, I missed that reading it because I was not paying attention.
でもこのことは話すと長くなるから。ねえ、そんなことよりもなんで私にばっかり質問するの？こんなのフェアじゃないわ。あなたたちのことも聞かせてもらわないと。
Nobody says anything.
まずは天明寺さんから。あなたは一体何者？
ただの廃品回収業者じゃよ。
ゼロに心当たりは？
ないな。
クオークとはどんな関係なの？あなたとクオークも知り合いなんでしょ？
そこまで答えなければならんかね。
どうしても教えたくないって言うなら仕方ないけど。
そうか。ではすまんが、その件についてはノーコメントとさせてもらうことにしよう。
No comments.
アリスだって全てを話してくれたわけではないしな。
True.
そう、わかったわ。それじゃあ次はディオね。
Yeah, Dio's gonna say how he's from a circus and his father told him to take care of it or whatever.
あなたの職業は何？
大抵この話をするとびっくりされるんだが、
It's a ringleader.
実はサーカスの団長をしてるんだ。
I remember. It's kind of an older one. A ringleader.
団長？
ああ、50人ほどのキャラバンを率いて各地を転々と巡業して回ってる。もともとは俺のじいさんのじいさんが立ち上げたサーカスなんだが
grandfather.
親父が若くして亡くなっちまったせいで、俺が5代目の団長として後を継ぐことになったんだ。親父は空中ブランコ乗りでな。それまで誰もやったことのなかった4回転に挑戦し、失敗して真っ逆さまに落ちちまったんだよ。
And died.
若くしてとは言ったが、その時にはもうすでに40代の半ばを超えていた。
Wait, if you're still 40, you can still kind of do it. I don't think it's like impossible. It's just that it just requires double the effort. As you, like I feel like as age goes by, your physicality just becomes like it needs more energy and more practice, or not practice, more like energy and more strengthening to get it back to that sense. But I think maybe at 50, it's overdoing it already by that point. But if you said for pushing 50, that would have made more sense to me personally. But whatever.
年がいもなくってやつだな。若い者には負けてられんとか言って無茶するから、あんなことに。
そう、あなたもお父さんを亡くしてるのね。
あ。
And they don't even ask Sigma anything.
なんだかしみったれた話になっちまったな。とにかく俺もゼロに心当たりはないよ。さらわれたのは千秋楽を終えて夜の街に繰り出した時のことだった。ベロンベロンに酔っ払って寝床であるキャンピングカーに戻る途中、
Excuse me.
そこでいきなり何者かに襲われて黒いバンの中へと引きずり込まれたんだ。で、その直後に白い煙を吸わされて、気がついたら例の箱 AB ルームの中だったってわけさ。
A part of me feels like Dio acts like an asshole, but a part of me feels like Dio is somewhat related to Zero, but we don't know it yet, because I think the way he got grabbed is a little different, and his character seems a little bit odd outside of everyone else. Like Quark is related to Tenmyoji. Tenmyoji is probably related to whatever the Zero is looking for, whatever it is. Alice and Clover are related because it's 999, obviously. K is a mysterious figure, but he most likely might be related somehow in some form. And then Phi and Sigma are the main characters, so we're kind of going through the whole storm of it. It's between Dio and Luna, or that feels kind of disconnected and not associated with anything in this game so far. That just feels like they're like anomalies that could just change things based on what they are. But they both are like the most obvious types of characters. Like one is going to be betraying constantly, while the other one's always going to ally. But when it comes to them together or against each other, it's always going to end up being a neutral ally kind of thing, which is kind of interesting to me. So, yeah.
さ、俺の話はもう十分だろ。最後はシグマだな。お前は一体何者なんだ？
I told you guys the first time we met. Don't you remember? I was on my way home from school, and when I got into my car, the white gas started pouring out of nowhere.
あなた、ドクターか何かなの？
Huh? No, I'm still working on my degree. I'm shooting for a PhD, but I'm not quite there yet.
苦労してるのね。
Yeah, I guess I have.
今回の件について何か思い当たることは？
Believe me, I've thought about it, but I just keep drawing a blank.
じゃあゼロについても？
No
他の
idea.
メンバーに面識があるやつは？
No idea. Sorry, I just got cut off from that. Nope. You're all strangers. Well, I guess I can't really say for sure about K, since I haven't seen his face. I suppose it's impossible, or it's possible he's someone I know.
一体何者なんじゃろうな、あいつは。
Until that amnesia clears up, I don't think we got any way of knowing.
おいおい、記憶喪失なんてデタラメに決まってんだろうが。
まだ疑ってるの？
当然だ。
Okay, well, Kay is a bit of mystery, but what about some of the others? Clover, for instance. What does she do?
昼は学生。
She's no longer a student, but I guess she would be a college student at this point, because when we met her in 999, she was a 16-year-old, I believe. She was 16 at that point, so I'm guessing, considering the story that Alice told us, she found them, and then it was 3 years before or after she was like recruited to be part of the agency thing, so she might have been 19, so she's probably a college student as a front end disguise, and then in the background she's just more like a CIA type of agent kind of thing.
夜はカフェバーで働いてるみたいよ。
What about Quark? Well, I guess he probably doesn't even have a job, huh? He's still in elementary school, right? Why is that funny?
いや、なんでもない。気にするな。そうじゃな。確かにあの年齢じゃと小学校に通っているのが普通ということになる。
そんなに詳しくは知らないのね。クォークのこと。
まあ、そういうことになるかのう。
ルナのことなら俺が知ってるぜ。さっき医務室を探索した時に聞いたんだ。何でも医療関係の国家資格を持ってるとか。
ナースなの？
あるいはジョイかもしれんぞ。
どっちなのかはわからない。まあ見た目からするとナースの可能性の方が高いと思う
が。Just guessing it's a nurse.
残るは一人。ファイね。私からすると彼女が最もミステリアスな存在に思えるわ。普段は何をしてるのかしら、彼女。
シグマ、この中では一番お前さんが彼女と長い時間を過ごしておる。
Yeah.
何か聞いておらんか、ファイから。
とにかく、わからんのだ。わからんのだが、わかったのだ。ただ、なんとなく、お前の名前がシグマなのではないかと。
No, nothing in particular.
本当か？
Yeah, she's a real mystery, alright. I honestly know about as much as you do. So basically nothing. I hadn't really realized it until I said it. I spent hours with Fi, and yet I knew nothing about her except her name, and I only had her word that even that was the truth. Who was she really? The more I thought about it, the more suspicious she seemed. A fake detective, a waitress, a garbage collector, an elementary school kid, a nurse, and a circus ringleader. Plus 2 total mysteries. What do we all have in common? I don't think Zero would just grab a bunch of random people.
とにかく考えても答えが出るような問題じゃないし、
Sure.
今はひとまず脱出の手段を見つけ出すことに集中しましょう。
Sure.
ああ、そうじゃな。
I'm gonna go check on the others, then.
どこに行くつもりなんだ？
I will take the lounge. I was thinking about maybe the lounge.
そうか。了解だ。また後でな。
Okay. I headed out of the infirmary. I don't know if this was the particular order I took it from the last time I did it, but it might be. It's interesting that I might be going through the same order that I did with this game, but it's whatever. I think we might get interjected to go to the cruise quarter when we're in the lounge because
あ、シグマか。
because we get kicked out of it, so we can check out the bomb. I believe the bomb under the desk in the cruise quarter, maybe. Unless it's doing it differently, but I doubt it.
いらっしゃいませ。
Are you some kind of waitress?
何しに来たの？
Okay, I think I can skip over this because it seems like it's the same thing again. It's not like they're changing too much of the dialogues, and I'm just noticing it now, so I think it's gonna lead up to this whole bomb situation thing that we saw last time when we first went through this. So I'm gonna skip ahead quickly. Before I do, let me save, actually, because I want to make sure that if we mess up and we miss something kind of important, then I can probably rewind it and just not speed past that part. But anyways. Yeah, they talk about some weird stuff, headaches and stuff. How they got kidnapped, I get that.
ああ、そうだな。
Yeah, so basically the idea was that they speak about the headaches that you would get, like the nausea, dizziness in the game, because our characters are like that for some reason, that they're having that problem. And then they talk about the whole, how they got kidnapped in situation. It's not really super important information, and there was not much character building to this, so it's just like
まだ調
whatever.
べ尽くしたわけではないし。
Okay. Catch you later then. So we're headed off to the cruise quarter. I waved goodbye and headed towards the exit. Where to next? There was only one other place I hadn't gone. Yeah, because I remember we got stopped when we were going through the lounge to go to the cruise quarter due to the bomb being found out or discovered, I think. I might be wrong. Who was left? Kay and Quark.
ああ、シグマさん。ちょうどいいところに来てくださいました。
このキャビンがある区画って確かシグマさんたちが調べたんだったよね。
Yes. Yeah, I was. Phi Alice and I went through all the rooms.
その時、どこか不自然な箇所は見当たりませんでしたか？
例えば隠し通路がありそうなところとか。
I think we went through this conversation as well. Maybe this was the conversation we had first, I think, right? I can't remember for some reason. If I had, you really think I wouldn't have told you.
では、他に何か変わったところは？
Out of the ordinary.
この本は何？
No, not the cat book again. Okay, I'm gonna skip over it. Okay, we're saving it again because we, again, went through this before very early on in the game. I'm not going through this madness again. I'm just gonna skip over it. I'm not gonna read through it again. Isn't that that's this New Year's Eve?
そのようですね。私は記憶を失っているので、日付はわからないのですが、四葉さんがそうおっしゃっていたので、おそらくそういうことなのでしょう。
Yeah, they're just discussing about the dates, how different it is compared to what we saw or what people know about in terms of the time frame. So I don't know. I'm gonna skip over.
それじゃあ教えてあげる。これを見て。
Oh, the article that I feel like we glossed over this article like 4 or 5 times 4 to 5 times now. So it's just like, not sure if it's truly anything related to anything. So I'm just kind of curious about how that all works out. So we're gonna skip over that. Oh yeah, the Radical 6 thing.
ねえ、ちょっとみんな一緒に来てくれる？
Wait, did they put the bomb in a different room now?
何かあったんですか？
そう、あったの。見つかったの。何が？とんでもないものが。
Horrible.
ああ、もうじれったいな。いいから早く来てよ。見ればすぐにわかるから。
Where is it?
ここのすぐ隣の部屋。キャビンの2号室だよ。
Wait, why is it next door to this room and how the hell did they not search it? Oh, who the hell got into this room and then not tell us that? Or how did we not notice somebody was already here looking in the cruise quarter with us in it? Clover was the first into the room, followed quickly by Kay and Quark. Me, Kay, and Quark. She said nothing, just pointed under the bed. The 3 of us crouched down and followed her finger. There it was. Number 3. So this is like the third bomb, and there's like 2 more other ones, it seems like, judging from how this was last time. So we didn't see the bomb number 1 in the first playthrough's version of it, so we're in playthrough 4, and like seeing this is like, now I realize that there's bombs that have a value to them, so it's like very interesting to see how different it is. So yeah, for sure. Alright, I'm gonna skip over this conversation again because for gracious sake, it's most likely the same conversation that we're gonna have about who did it, what do we know so far, and like stuff like that, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna, it blows up, I know. It's the same flashback we had with what Fi talked about.
爆弾とやらはどこにある?
Oh, I see. So they came in kind of late. Yeah.
四つ葉
Gulliver's eye widened and she clapped her hands over her mouth.
とにかくそこにあるのは間違いなく爆弾よ。私が保証するわ。
どうしてわかる？
わかるからわかるの。
さっきもリモコンのスイッチの件について断定帳で話したな。なぜそんなことを知ってる？
とりあえず仕事柄知っているとだけ言っておこうかしら。
どんな仕事だよ。
それは言えないの。
言えないってなんだ。隠し事をするような状況じゃないだろ。
Yeah, she kind of keeps it to herself about the bomb, knowing the bomb, and I believe we kind of go into this weird, dumb conversation about the chemical behind the bomb. I don't know why we go through it.
いいからお願い。私のこと信じて。繰り返しになるけど、そこにあるのが爆弾であることは確かなの。それもその辺に転がってるようなありふれた爆弾じゃないわ。半物質爆弾。
Yeah, it's gonna talk about like the sciencey bits behind it, which I'm not gonna go through again. Quark literally asks for it. I don't want any of it anymore. Just let me out of it.
取り外してどこかへ.
Dio stepped forward and reached out for the bomb.
ダメ！触らないで！
Alice grabbed Dio by the wrist and jerked him away from the bed.
一体何考えてんのよ。死にたいの？これは誰かが仕掛けた爆弾なのよ。無理に外そうとすれば爆発するに決まってるじゃない。
じゃあどうすりゃいいんだよ。
とりあえずこのままにしておくしかないわね。起爆装置を不能にする手段が見つかるまでは。
こんな物騒なもんを放置したままゲームを続けるっていうのか。
仕方ないでしょ。
その手段とやらに何か思い当たることはあるのか？
あるわ。一つだけ。
では教えてくれ。どうすれば起爆装置を不能にできる？
緊急解除用のパスワードがあるはずなの。それを入力すれば装置の機能を停止できるわ。
Oh, this is the first time we've ever heard this part before. So we just need to get this password.
ええ、そう。
But there's no keyboard or anything on the bomb.
もう一度よく見てもらえる？ほら、この部分にコネクタがついてるでしょ。
Oh.
ここに専用の端末を接続するのよ。
So this is new information because we never actually heard about how we would be able to stop this bomb, and it seems like there's a possibility if we know the password to input to the device, but we need to plug in something to it. Okay.
そうすればそこからパスワードが入力できるようになるわ。
それにしても一体誰がこんなもの？
誰かはわからない。でもいつかはわからないこともないわ。
Oh, yeah.
私とシグマでこの2号室を調べたとき、こんなものはなかったでしょ。だから仕掛けられたのはその後ってことになるわ。
After we left, huh? But when we went and checked the chromatic doors, we were all there. And after that, we've all been around other people. There's no way anyone could have snuck off to plant it.
それはどうかな。AB ゲームを終えてから我々はラウンジ、医務室、キャビンのある区画へと3方向に分かれたわけだが、その直前ならもしかしたら可能だったかもしれない。
What do you mean?
ああ、そっか。シグマさんは知らないんだね。僕ら8人は3つの部屋に分かれる前に最初は通路の方を調べてたんだよ。その時にはまだみんなバラバラに行動してて。
Oh, yeah, because we were sitting there thinking to ourselves in the warehouse for some dumb reason.
そうじゃったな。
Alright, I think this is...
確かにあの時ならば誰でもこの部屋を訪れることはできたじゃろう。
I think this is mostly repeated, but we'll see.
他のみんなに隠れてこっそりとな。
そういえばあの時、シグマの姿は見かけなかったね。何してたの？
Yeah, and then our excuse was literally we're in the warehouse, and then I think at a certain point they'll stop talking about this, and then we have to go to the next chromatic doors because time was running out. So I'm gonna skip over to that. Time running out, probably. I could hardly say prima notion. If they didn't think it was the worst lie on the planet, they'd think I was insane. Wait, what was the thing? You gotta be kidding me. I don't know anything about this bomb. Oh, yeah, because, literally, Fi basically told us about how... we kind of went through the memory of it, because Fi unlocked a memory to us, so we didn't really know exactly, so... Maybe there's someone else in here, and they set up the...
ないな。
どうして? Why?
そんな異分子が紛れ込んでいるとしたら、そしてゼロが気づいているとするなら、
Oh, and then
ゲーム
everyone...
の進行を妨げるような存在をそのまま野放しにしておくとは思えない。
Yeah, and then, having an additional person slash body around... Excuse me, doing weird stuff is, Zero Senior's doing something and stuff, and that's what Sigma was proposing, and then it goes into... Yeah, I'm not really interested in this conversation still. I know that the conversation is kind of... And then we're just thinking about who's potentially the person. It seemed insane, but could it have been Quark? No. Why would Zero Senior have gone to all the trouble of setting a bomb? To make this game more exciting? To make it seem more dangerous? No, it didn't fit at all. But if that was the case, then the person who planted the bomb was someone other than Zero Senior.
皆さん、
Yeah, and then the time runs out.
大変です。
What is it?
バングルの左右のボタン、押してみてください。
Alright. Yeah. Oh crap. Is this for real?
CD の第一扉が開くまであと4分しかないじゃん。
急いで移動しましょう。
ああ、そうだな。爆弾の犯人探しはひとまず後回しだ。
Alright, come on, everybody. Alright, so, I'm probably gonna end the episode soon here. Once we get to the decision tree, of course. And that will help us start off the next episode, which would be convenient, because I get to start off with the puzzle finally. Because I don't think we're gonna be able to do the same puzzle we did in the other branch, so we have 2 other new choices to take. But I'm wondering if these choices will be different, because, technically, some of these choices will be different due to the fact that they need to change up due to the story reasons. Or puzzle stuff, I mean. Because you don't get to choose the same puzzle rooms, basically.
カラードドアが開放されました。カラードドア閉鎖まで残り5分です。
おい、第一扉が開いちまったぞ。
早く誰がどの扉に入るのかを決めないと。
Well, what are our options this time?
時間がない。前と同じように
Yeah, but-
私から説明しよう。
Fi is explaining it again.
考えられ得る組み合わせの数は前回と同じく3つになる。
Thankfully, we still got choice now. Because the first time we did it, we didn't have a single choice. Everyone just chose what they chose, and we were forced into that particular order. Here, it's like we're now gonna get choice, because the only people we can't take up with is Alice, because Alice was kind of already pissed off by the fact that me and Fi already destroyed her chances of survival. But since Fi is a soloist, it helps to the fact that no pairings will affect Alice besides my pairing with Luna, so it's what it is, I guess. Fi quickly laid out our choices. Option A. Luna and I pair with Clover and go through the green door. Timioji and Dio pairs up with Alice, goes through red. Kay and Quark with Phi goes to blue. Option B, Luna and I pair with Phi, go to red door. Temyoji and Dio goes with Clover to the blue door. And Kay and Quark goes through with Alice to the green door. Option C, Luna and I and Alice goes through the blue door. Temyoji and Dio goes through with Phi in the green door. And Kay and Quark goes through with Clover to the red door.
カラードドア閉鎖まで残り3分です。
Okay. How do we want to do this?
最初の CD に入った時にはシグマが行き先を選んだわよね。
Yeah.
それじゃ次は私に選ばせてもらえる？
Oh? Why you?
私にはその権利があるはずよ。
That's not the point. I think that whatever you order, what order you choose, can only gives me the amount of whatever room I get. So that kind of hurts.
何しろ私の今の BP は1なんだから。こういうのは最も不利な人間にこそ優先的に選択権が与えられるべき。
Oh, this is the same argument we made when our character got 1 BP and the other branch. That's the exact thing that happened, but for some reason she's calling it up the same way.
そう思わない？
だったらじっちゃんにもその権利があることになるよ。だってじっちゃんの BP も1だし。
確かにそうじゃな。じゃがまずはアリスの希望から聞かせてもらうことにしようか。アリス、お前さんはどの扉に入りたいと思っておるのかね？
She probably won't want to go with us, so the other 2 doors would be free game, as long as we're not choosing to pair up with her, I think.
緑の扉よ。水色のペアである K とクオークと組んで。
なるほど。
Then that forces me to go through the red door with Phi.
するとパターン B ということになりますね。天明寺さんとディオさんのペアは四葉さんと組んで青の扉に。天明寺さん、いかがですか？
ああ、わしはそれでも構わんよ。
どうして？次の AB ゲームでも私と対戦することになるんだよ。それでもいいの？
だからこそじゃよ。四葉、さっきお前さんはわしのことなど信頼できるはずがないと言ったな。その汚名をわしはぜひ返上したいと思っておるのじゃよ。この機会に。
天明寺さん。
とはいえアリスと組んでも構わんと実は思っておったのじゃがな。アリスにも折り入って話しておきたいことがあっての。
何よそれ。
まあそれはおいおいということで。
Interesting. So Temyoji is proposing that he wants to pair up between Clover and Alice, or Alice. I mean, we're supposed to have a choice still nonetheless, so we get the final say anyways, isn't it?
とにかくアリスさんの第一希望はパターン B なんですよね。
ええ。
他の皆さんはどうでしょう？それで問題ないですか？
I thought about it for a moment. If I went through option B and Luna, and I would go through the red door with Phi. As far as how I felt about that. Oh, so if we say no, that's where it just gives us the other option door, which is with Clover being with Tenmyoji and Quark, I believe, and then Alice would not be with us anyway still. What do I want to choose? Let's find that out in the next episode. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Nobody Minds. Hope you guys have a great, amazing day. Good night to everyone watching this. I'm sorry, I'm leaving it at a cliffhanger here because I kind of wanted to leave the option for myself in the next episode to explore a longer episode this time around. Pushing it because I wanted to get over with that whole similar block that we've seen in the first playthrough way earlier on in the game. But this time the options are different, so that's nice. So yeah, like we're now given an option from the first playthrough compared to that. So we'll figure that out in the next episode to see which one we want to go through. I think we haven't went through the red door, but we already went through the blue door, I believe. But I might be wrong. Or green door, whichever color it was that we went through. Let me see. Yeah, the blue door we went through already. So clearly it's already an obvious chance that I would never want to touch the blue door. I want to touch either the green door or the red door. So, anyways, we'll see if that will happen. So, other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Roz, out.